Yo, assalamu alaikum. Ngal bismillah, ngal kondong. Welcome to yet another special edition of Kachaa with me, Wandifa Sane. Bifanam ning kibar dole na raja meyalan kombo lesin lama. And of course, Lang Sonko. Kaya mpango dinke o nying, kaya dinke follow nying Lang Sonko. La audio bijan Lang Sonko la audio nat la nanjang. And then, par janni wode, be news review dumandi nat la kibaro dolu. Anong ko dolu meyalan kombo la ke Kachaa. Wo abawul kono. Ba video ñu nar la nang programme la endin bar mo moy interest dala do sala ko programme la endin ba video kala jeme ya lon ko about one of the environmental activist one Samba Dabo in UK wol be diam kanu. I decided to bring this topic because fenne me ya lon ñu wada kono a ko be Kachaa kam baka anu ay ko mon ko sula anda ay mul sula men ya lon ko wolle la sate be o ma fa wala be duna Kachaa ko ñaro do man ding because environment ni na ku a complicated Gambia ala in fact ngamel Adama Barrow masa kuna berasi da fusay environment diamo amam banno because ala mulu men yalon ko ay position di ay investment opportunity di wala fende bulu. I can tell you that they did not have nothing fende for all la waldi wol mo dol be jall misil kono you know wala fisate so it atara ko opportunity start ka di wala la men yalon ko ka banko la fenko atondi you know bankola nafulo chika ka dila aterolo sensitive dulalo strategic dulalo men yalan ka manyina gake ne ajana economic hardship membe be kerinde ata baro malon bor banko dingol ba filka wala nyindi ko ata ko ay tax code kala me yalan ka ba ke kan ko pour men na banku terol me yalan ko wala mun ka funyo mal nga business opportunity dila pour mara imports la in the country afi ko ay opportunity di wala la by way of ay tax kuntuye ibe basic commodities okay bari woman trickle down no to banko dingol still now fengol be serle ya famle because wolu ka tax code so dole ni gala bagasol na dan basic commodities ñu manke bi kuda metal wala na baro kat la mira la ko men ko ina de ka to titar la ko ay fenne ke me yalon ko ñon tawolam nana ta banko la economy ni na karola so mbew ko jibe la andu be jamfala fanan environment ko nyindo by way of bringing you that video mbe analysis do kala jabot of course me video ñu bananat la bari mba follow la damen wrong wala ñindi ko could emergency meeting in Saudi Arabia signal failing negotiations between Israel and Hamas? What role could Senegal play? Senegalese President Bassirou Faye departed Dakar this morning for Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, where he will attend the extraordinary summit of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation (OIC) on November 11th. The summit, which many are calling an emergency meeting, will focus on the ongoing Israel-Palestine conflict and the situation in Lebanon. This comes amidst growing tensions, with Qatar recently suspending its role as a mediator in the Israel-Hamas talks, citing a lack of good faith negotiations from both sides, according to CNN. Okay, mena me jinki barona daga of course akuma dala bari mbadi on lelbe ñom badi muslimolu ñong hada badi on lelbe fitno kono but president Adama Barrow dol sa fay afam makamba ndol fa wala afam makamba ni atele mu OIC president ñin topic ko la fa complexe la man because Adama Barrow ñin tambo hendo be bi mendo de ngamira na miro do ay ko biron asitara no Morocco la because kunu ñol do ngabe jele so kibaro dol nata ka findinam from Morocco kaytani ko negotiation be keren pour Macky Sall la bonya Morocco because Morocco ta sidula de Morocco Senegalais kay ni la fo contani wasama Senegal na ma Senegal so de wasama na Gambia so nara kibaro do fana moy again this is not confirmed but iko ala ila faka sama nang Senegal Gambia le Macky Sall and also Guinea fana was something me yalan ko ngo fana jela mul ba fokam but again na jaman source code kan alo na many you post and believe they marry you but still now I think it does not meet the threshold of quoting someone on this but kule me yalon ko mo jama men yalon ko they are privy to this because fanane mo di am me yalon ko ay access to Morocco diplomatic mission nyindula ay commando fanye jele me yalon ko amanjere ngobe fale jam but in essence I men ku momento nyande wala nyindi ko negotiation ni men nyul ka foten comme ko wala be kerem pour ka Macky Sall sindinya ka maño dandang ka sama ngi ba jibe lay bas mala min tole ko ne ala le manzodi magi ko fo ya yumuri ya sama nang fo Gambia ko Senegal wala ko dia mo be kering Morocco. But on a very serious note, I think it's going to be a very, very big mistake on the side of Adama Barrow. Until buka political mental blind, until buka political damage. ngamira adama abekela ku kendati pour aya dabula negotiation do ni Macky Sall ya jago manta silano Morocco aya dabula dia mo nyindo ya jibe Macky Sall bita sila ngala Adama Barrow every right sotole ni mo man dia jama nyul fanale o bekela unfortunate quality drum bade asa dabula no dia mo do kafoko abita sila dame barka jia ke jaw I jaw yala man ni ko iko alkal kota bugala fi sata wala kayrola Macky Sall dum sate ko do nyina alkalol sorry sata nyina alkal kotol so ka jia Gambia de ni Adama Barrow nantar no wala bota kanyem men fo nata bo adala de abe kala kuler mi yalan ko ni ku ya balamu abe ni Senegal relationship abati nyala le anda abati nyala nyamen Gambia nyante hakil la strategically Senegal falindale Senegal ba jibe kan santen ika depending kam fenfenna iba talala nyamen o manke nyindi ko e mallanna o manke nyindi ko e mallafinna but ni ko sovereign nation nyanda strategic ways le dala me yalan ko ila koku banko fengo fen kumayade de feydro ibe depend le fangole kan ika wele nyini me yalan ko ite depend la banko doka and Senegal is working towards this if you look at their overall agenda so far ikaje ko Diomaye is doing things men yalan ko abati nala ngamera na last episode janga nyimenke nyim channel do jang nañu platform do janga fo jana ko ye poro nga wori por jana be poro lo kan Casamance le wolu be mu kuleti me yatina ko ibaje la ko transport la karola bagasol me yalan ko katu bola Senegal la men poro do ke samba Senegal ibaje ndo famo be kala nya somewhat loss of revenue la because wo modol katambile ni bagasol ya ona sara keta nyaonya banko nyen ka fenso do jele ana manke man sakunda da mare bare modol katambina sade ko no la be la je ya understand and then certain kind of levy better je melan ko fane ba jolala including Senegal be bridgeol to ya understand on dole ko dol be collect so ni wol nata na ka poro lawyer so ba jele ko be kamen signal ye wala nyin ko nyulu be la banko nyulu they are going at a pace me yalan ko to match them we need to think big and we need to think wisely because no wonte dron ndol be nyaayel la wato meno o ba tara na kol men ngam yalan ning lonado bota diamo ko kanjam men gara docteur labi manet aboda fo kan ko men ko ni be development na you do projection ntol be bolam fan kala ma wato wato batara ngamenu project development area la jama be disappointment also la je ni man hakil to bayrin Senegal en surround le andu be la kol ke kan but back to the topic bayrin Macky Sall alana Senegal Gambia nata non ko wolbe kala kudi again kam fan kanda bayrin kumola me yalon ko ngamoyle safo ya moyla moyle ning atranon ko bar Adama Barrow nata wala ka be very serious mistake woldi and wo be kala Senegal bo tanola to the level of even ka fo komen ko is a national security threat so I don't know many along ko because media diamolo ni be diamla mo sifa be le kala moy ni many along ko e kata president wala wala ak e kala kumo moy nyanta discourage la nyinala o manke opposition yati president ko do maje ya jamfadan dolla you know equation biraka finti the condition was akana muruna ngalon ko dol ba la condition mangile no sate koto e malo alkal koto apkala sare la kayrol Senegal yalo ne Macky munebe Macky la kura Macky by the way parliament ay interested le pour parliamentary election oni ala mol jikinde ala mol ba fly na amam pare ka ko bara na day na ko he cannot come because na do ibulube la mala wodi yamuta woto nana to Senegal to ba mutala so abe membe ko to problem pour ya manyo danda ya sama na Gambia because Senegalais ala to nya fanyo Senegalais na Senegal bis nya sama na Gambia ube kala kultime ya lonko ate kuyala be diala beren Gambia ni Senegal nsa fa be ngini ngoldi na findira wala villa do wati ni wati hani Senegal be benda ni Senegal la fana la jibe la mul hanu men be Dakar har mo wili keme isinana ya wana sana janni abe bola sango banna je fo ala mo hafo be ala jikila mul be sina ya tara Gambia so wo advantage bi jela manjere moy flight ticket sang bar ni Gambia mistake that wrong ye Senegal la former president mo ya host wo be kala kulti me yala kon tol opposition ni ntamu naton konte banku ku jibela ndol sa fono la beti atan tol bari na yo ko drone sila Senegal ni Macky Senegal ne Gambia tema animosity ni membe tara jaba arlal to the level ka je ko Senegal masa kunda fana ta la fila Adama Barrow la masa kunda ke fende me yalon ka be tendanal geopolitical campaign propaganda aning malam ba fla nyadi ping-pong game moni ibaje la ko iba sambala even to the level of ECOWAS Senegal fan bele influence use and you have to be very very worried and concerned kanyum fato le NPP ko bayren tol nembe ka calan ka banko ko le janin Cairo member mendila you do not underestimate the strength the power of a French speaking country like Senegal in ECOWAS e sembo soto ECOWAS in general momo yalon kay fellon ECOWAS ko rabe nyim folele French speaking country le sembo soto je ba kele ni Adama Barrow ma hakil do nyim ko bala man saya ba tinyala ndede as an opposition sa fono ko ha afenge but no Gambia ni Senegal temo nyinga kuma ta bagale pour Cairo e sabati kuma ta la bage pour nimbe kukela nga kuke me yalon ko anen silo bita there are several things men yalon ko wala nyanta improve la je but in essence bare mol temo be diarne kana fenna de me yalon ko asi pare no ka sedano wulindi banku fulol nyin tema wala ka fitno wulindi Senegal nal ya ko men yalon ko kela news pon folo ibaje la ko amamme baba ke football major I don't this sounds unbelievable but it's true aketale football major organized no Senegal ngamara sojarol ning fenkol tema rebelol tema so nyulbe they are working very hard pour que la Cairo nyin ka sabatindi Senegalais believe ta baka Cairo la just like believe ta Cairo nya ba Senegalais hani be diamula mo so menti rek ikaje la ko la Cairo ko wasu wala anu Cairo diate bakala so nim mo lafta ka femma menen hani ajibe fa la sorondira o kenya asembo ka wara bake nim moy crime ken to le ya crime o do ke te sorona bake but ni ya Senegal ay baje la ka sorondiro sembo si wara bake ya famle so wo be mo kulte me ay ko yela Cairo nyin banko nyin na peace nyin ya fonka bakale and then ni Adama Barrow ma hakil du drong obita kala men bari nka kesol men fo jam anka side as an example nka individual but this is state versus state you cannot just predict what will happen ndolla sojarol ni la sojaro wolle kela nyola wulo ko nam dolbe je maybe ta understand but nyuna mutonyat ikatara shuro itolle ka itolle ka terrain nyoma ni wela patrol so la ya understand border wulo ko no me anko ke wulo ko no civilianol be la ribe sinol so nyunu mun na nebol lelti men ya lonko just Adama Barrow he should not just even try this. Talking about that, I just want to say a very big congratulations to our Senegalese brother, Menkera Reug. Omar Khan, me along kuna kira MMA world champion di I record le break because I don't think West Africa no ne nyimuda. I stand to be corrected, but nga commentator do mo ya ba foka wanyama komenko Africa no ne masuro and I want to believe that is true. I record the break and a very big congratulations to that. Yeah, obey me and Gambia Africa talent bijela but talent nyima mini Reug ngalo no go congratulations champion olam but mo jele Senegal me along go ni woli Reug benda di amolo si ala if mo hani before nyo bone wekala mo bawle nyine Reug no ya understand so baraji be afindi data global stage akada world champion odje ngalo ko omo sen fam sol ben jibe kada hey omo sen ya muta barni mbala ya muta balale beno kelo latele beno nyobono la chew. Anyway, congratulations to Reug. So nobody jefana mina damento wolemu ko kibaro do fitita Gambia police force Senegal ko teke jani metambila dron iko the public prosecutors office of Senegal has announced that former finance minister Mustapha Bah's death was not due to natural causes, with autopsy findings revealing suspicious elements. According to a press release from the Paquet de Prosecutor de la Republique Prosecutor's Office, the autopsy results indicate that the death was not natural and further investigative actions are required. As a result, the arrangements for the removal and burial of his body have been postponed. Mustapha Bah served as Minister of Finance and Budget under President Macky Sall's administration from September 2022 until Sall's term ended in April 2024. He worked closely with Prime Minister Amadou Bah and was recognized for his significant role in managing Senegal's fiscal policies. The full press release by the prosecutor's office reads: the results of the autopsy ordered to determine the cause of death of Minister Mamadou Mustapha Bah revealed several elements which are likely to attest that the death was not natural. For the purpose of investigations which require additional investigative actions, the formalities relating to the procedure for removing the body and burial are postponed to a later date. So ibawo bamandi kanko Senegal la former minister me alako Mamadou Moussa Bah wala ma tota benu Macky Sall sakunda ko kabrin 2022 September fo Macky Sall bodo je wata mena yaitani ko bantale bari ko ala fanyi akamunta kukira jere me alonko manke ko men ronko ala wato la sita dron afata ku bulbeje bara mom bulla be je wo manna Sénégal bari be kisi role la ngalon ko police dalta ka diamo nyama Sénégal la prosecutor men ko kidin droga masakunda to wala wala be nyim fo kan ko iba ko jibe kan nyimbe me tan wolen démocratie bari ministre la me alon ka bota masakunda do nyina do so abanda autopsy ke yala baro fure woni bari to bawol nim furo banda sako mo me alon ka man sasa wala funding kelanten wala accident wala kudo dron wala me yalon ko feko kustaranoje ka kiskisiro ka ko wala nata determine ko ala fani manke 15 so iko amanke dron ko afata wa afaye wo nyamale dron iko isobita bulube je so bulu jumala be je lafta ko wala kiskisiro ko so nata fa ko sile ko bade woni ko ba nyore ne la fo nyaato ala bade woni ka ala fureño fananta ka bondi loptano nyindo abe larinda men do iko be kala kulti mele bo nyorindi lal fulo baji la ko fureño sinata ka muta ka balo jibe ku ka bala machine kono ka scan ka kulke ka balo be kiskisi ka postmortem ka determine mone afa ala fani sababu ke tamenti ilafta doctor be ma ko la ka wala establish. Okay, so nobody Gambia Police Force for another foko the Gambia Police Force is investigating the theft of used transformers from NAWEC's Fajara booster station, revealing alleged collision between a NAWEC employee and 5-star security guards. 6 subjects have been arrested, with evidence indicating the sale of 5 stolen transformers to a scrap metal dealer for $190,000. The proceeds were reportedly shared among the conspirators, and the investigation is ongoing as authorities work to address this threat to critical infrastructure. Of course, na electricity critical infrastructure iko ye molle mo tamen fanal yalon ko iko tulka na wek transformer le ko lamre ke sunya men yalon of course he used la make ko tamal bari boda ikadamento fo Fajara booster station so membe Fajara yo ko ika transformer sunya woldo use transformer kate mo ke wafi ko nata dolle mo tamen yanko ye wafi for one will keme will tankono do ko ya wafi wala but mol me fana ni wafi ko isobita men la sande yemen mu da police le mo ko mo fula andu ko mo fula jigita ko ini mo me yedo ko ke wala mu 5-star security do be Gambia ka 5-star ko isobita wala la ko wo security ini wala conspire ini wala tafawda pour kata kanyin fengol mo ke sunya anin kata ke wafi ko na rasubi fana ko ye ko do men soro nyindo ko idam mangol le tala so ya ye mo la banko mo da ya kude ida mawle ko do nyumude ya kude nyotema so no bore je rombe menkela sa minanan Brikama Area Council ka kibar kuntundi bon nang le je dron mbe try kan na pour ka mo information so bari ngajele ko la force batch ko men sang garbage truck solo ngajele be sundu ko dol clear kan but still now we would definitely want to know more bari be man na follow dol natale anu ngajele fanan ko Brikama Area Council ya sa via website to what's on Gambia ko the Brikama Area Council has acquired new garbage trucks to improve waste management across the West Coast region. In addition, the council has also purchased 5 new compactor trucks, a road grader and a bulldozer to support road rehabilitation process. So ye grader fana sana melan ka to ko silol da because bere wulen silol mo la na mo le mutide ani bere sinal fanal ni dangolo ni tam mi do la camera ani e be bere singol la kuare do fo ba fulo to lam fo sanyan nem fo min do le mala bare ka funkula baga so ye grader sanne ko road grader and bulldozer wo fana ko me yalla ka expensive ta bagale because nga moy le ñu commission yang karandi ko bulldozer klikili ngala do ko katano fu wiltan nani Gambe ko do wala wil kabo wiltan nan kada wilta wuro tema wiltan nani wilta wuro tema klikili pray do ko ke andu wo manke ko di ciakanti wo manke kuti me yalla ko kansul ci balu no wala so ni atano ko yewo sandoro wo kulti me yalla ka beti ara ba kele ñu lu beti ara bari hanisa ina sila fana beti ala bagal ntenga I have several questions many along I still want to ask not just Brikama Area Council but the whole councils because I think something is going on comme ka fale rom wala ñu diko masakunda mantra subvention o jokam for several years and luwale afa ko masakunda ñu ko subvention o jole e ma di ibelam am na njira nga councilman so e buka di mol okay and luwale ñim luwa ko la development budget la total nga amira about 25% ñu ko dilal so sanji jamal tamit baro la masakunda mo wojo so mune ba tinna la Brikama Area Council and KMC you know kan e atondi Banjul North Bank buses you know muna ne teñul sama la kiti la nyanda la kiti la kiti bu ngay ñu ko moy masakunda be kalabante ya men nay be ko dum re ba pusuru pasar la e nyanda ñu la di bari luwale ñem fo I don't know how people malam pour lafta mo le ñu understand luwale comme luwa ko ake it's not like comme you can use your discretion Adama Barrow mo sembo so mais samo sembo so ibadi le by force luwale ko ya fadi ya famle ni da dino la woni order obligation li tawul taman no ite nyanda bola masakunda do ite nyanda bola jele fere ite man haju so ka molla masakunda tamani luwaye nyina fo birin bi beddu na masakunda yalla ko nyen luwa bi jel idun tay ma fal yalla ko nyen luwa bi jan e ko tamala le ta barala le ta lan jumat afa magamba afama kambala kul dal wati dula diamo ka siabaka hani ko de kamfala la ko le majala kibaru do fo je kamfa ko di do mandi mina lang pilela bari janembe lang pilela doron lefta men kala wala nyindi ko okay ko public alarm by water shortage at the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital by Tabora Bojang and Fatu so frequent complaints about insufficient or total lack of water at the main referral Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital in Banjul has now grown to become a national alarm. In the latest incident Wednesday, escorts and relatives of patients reach out to the Standard, briefly explaining about an acute shortage of water. So ibajela ko ko Banjul la lopitan baro jio mankita wolto fatara fa futata to a level me yalongo molko complain escort sol wala men yalongo ni sasa dol kada lopitan do ani sasa dol be e ko jio ka manki je watla kata ka serious back. And I don't know if I can pull up the Point newspaper here fana ngaje lado fana me yalongo akata up to 11 days one of the Sinchus in West Coast me yalongo anum fana ngamera sango kono iko ikata fo wati jang ibuka jioso do bari nawek ka bilol nanna so wolbe complain ka nawek la bilola ni manyina be don kiskisro la wato mena ka newspaper browse I think ngaje the Point newspaper le but in any case alla nyanda mel lona je woro nyinde ko ibe klimbali amen ke kanu wala nyindi ka bilo mutamol bulu 15 ka fo mole ko albe bilo jolal nawe ka bilo nati ata ko job ka soto so wolbe complain kan wolele alkalo fo be diam kan several days for several days ibuga jesu la dula mo meto ferem but still now the bills continue to come so wona daga kudi me yalan ko afutata fo to the level inata diam newspaper ya ko so fanal be kan la lawdo kayda ni mol la ko mol salo ñu be kene ko ibuka jionati dula dol bari be bilol collect kan and sometimes it bari la system mom perfect ikaje ko kana bilol na me yalan fana ka landa tambile okay I think the article is right here. I think I can pull it from the Point newspaper. Paying bills without water, Freetown Johnson residents raise concern. Freetown Johnson residents located on Sinchu Coastal Road in West Coast region have raised concerns that they have been receiving and paying NAWEC water bills for the past 8 years, but have only been having little access to water for 10 days consecutive without a drop within the area. Speaking to the Point newspaper, the community's Alcalo Mahmoud Fall said that for over 8 months, residents could have access to water only an hour each day. And recently, for a consecutive period of 18 days, there was no access to water at all. Alcalo Fall laments. Water is a basic necessity which no one can go without, and having to struggle to get it while paying bills is a serious concern to us as a community. He further stated that cleanliness is part of godliness, and the daily prayers and other religious rites of Islam cannot go without water, which has become an issue for over 7 to 8 months now. For 7 to 8 months now that our taps are dry, we can only manage to fetch water from boreholes to bath and to launder, but unfit to drink. Explaining her frustration over the situation, Bintu Kinte Emoda said they have been struggling for quite a long time trying to get pure tap water for drinking and other health-related purposes. Having to be waking up early in the morning with her children to fetch water for the day is hard for her as a mother. My children and I are always up as early as 5 or 6 a.m. every day to fetch water for schooling, cooking, laundering, and bathing before I go to the market to sell while they prepare for school. Kinte complains. Another resident, Asmao Jallo, said to be paying water bills and at the same time buying pure water from the shop to drink is too costly to bear. They are forced to be sitting without going to bed until 12 midnight to fetch water, she complained. It's been almost a month. Every day I wait for water, but it never comes, she explains. I have to fetch water from the borehole. No water from the tap to do my chores and to drink. We buy water from the shops to drink, which is not helpful financially, and sometimes we have to drink the borehole water if we don't have the money. And remember, somebody said before in this same article that the borehole waters are not safe to drink. Okay, it continues in the same vein. Musa Balde, also a resident, stated that their community had gone for up to 3 weeks without a drop of water from the taps. this has posed significant challenges to their children, he lamented. The situation we are in today is causing so much harm to us because some of our children suffer from diarrhea when they drink the water from the boreholes, and we cannot meet the huge medications and hospital bill. So nyamu kulti me yalango fana, I think it's a very, very serious concern. Womu kulti fana ngamira, I hope masafunda ba kukala jele albea jele geo wole mankela geo. Can you just believe that geo wole problem odi? And lastly, kibarol to ron janembe Lang Sonko la audio na la wole nyidi ko Nigeria has announced free emergency cesarean section for poor and vulnerable women to address its high maternal mortality rate, which stands at 1,047 deaths per 100,000 live births, the fourth highest globally, as reported by BBC. Many pregnant women, especially in rural areas, struggle to access emergency care due to costs, with an average cesarean cost of about 60,000 naira, which is $36 or 28 pounds. Over 40% of Nigerians live below the extreme poverty line, which is $2.15 per day. The new maternal mortality reduction innovation initiative launched on Thursday allows eligible women registered under the public health insurance scheme to access these services in public hospitals. No woman should lose her life simply because she can't afford a C-section, Health Minister Mohammed Pate said while announcing the powerful move. By removing financial barriers to this life-saving procedure, we ensure that no woman in need is denied critical care due to cost. So nyim fana mo kibar kendal mi ala ngabra Nigeria la, but for me me ana be nyina daga wala nyindi ko nyimu kulti men ala ko nyul example le diga me nyanda mental because ni na ra jibe anto na la tamo of course dal buga kili barin to la Gambia alse ga do na screen do adal do manding, so wala ka na hanimbe ready na tan kana funo nyin kata pour push side la de be device o men use ka man ke device wara mate. So nyimu fenete me ala ko ntolu Gambia, I think we need to learn from this because ni ajibe mome ala ko wolle ka bang tingoto jamabe je public hospital le ka siya je mashallah dia mo siya je bak ya ona sane, so but ni da private hospital bare wolle fe nyamal jora nyamal so and ika specific comme care dila no woldo me ala ko be ni ila ini tamenna each patient ini tamenna as long as you can afford it isa sort no jela na ko service nyimbe available in the country. But public hospital do masibo ka jel to bake, so Nigeria na daga insurance odi mo lamene yalon ko wol be fuare yal kono bage ibajela ko ni wo insurance be membulu dron ibajele to wol be kala C-section ni ibe abakela ni atano ko tingo e mari ma nyante opere la abakela ko free ite fe njol. So I think that's also very important. I hope Gambia government will learn one or two things from this. Ikana sunyaro damata ka promote aninga sunyaro bulol ta ka wol karam me ala ko na implement dron akal labam men do wala Gambia do le ka foila kodol. So me bola woto me Lang Sonko because Lang Sonko has a lot of complaints about a lot of things, but one of them is protest ni manyina.
Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Barakallah.
Assalamu alaikum kambiyankolu ngalamu Lang Sonko Nkey. Assalamu alaikum muslimolu kristanolu mbali fana kontonna kristanolu kontondro mengoment be Gambia dingo be kontonna be kunun demonstration la mbali kontonna bake menni tata demonstration la kaytande Gambia la ko to be bala faale kono Gambia be bala faale kono kambiyanko Lang Sonko la nata kafuta ma kali tentu kali jay hani mo fuladro ne findita mo fuladro ne findita data parliament toto buran fitata parliament kaytandi la ko natan na constitution o men nga kodojo million tang ani woro Gambia la kodo million anin wuli keme wuli taw ni woro nga men ngadu men kunna akata zeroti jumala ke seroti Dawda Jallo mem yalon ko aman justice ya dafa desan yinkata Gambia bulu bala fati fongo de ma bala fati Gambia iko Dawda Jallo Gambia be kota mu londi tielti Adama Barrow kota mu londi tielti ayeka Minister of Justice Gambia la CRC ye Gambia betama ye bandala banko betama ye constitution o mendela Dawda Jallo ye hadume Adama ye hadume kalo Gambia tema kafoko Adama Barrow nyina ma afebo Gambia dinjawolu capital ma kafale nyima Adama febo Adama kunjilo la febo balia me Gambia febo Dawda Jallo e nyon justice jao inyo mo jao anana masoto dunia because niko Adama malong wo malong bariko you are a minister of justice in the Gambia this and I'm so sorry kadi am Lang Sonko Nkey
Dinklim bavula
Dawda Jallo ko Dawda Jallo dunia bebe jubela ye banko tinya ye Gambia tinya because Adama malong dunga man sonka longa lonne Adama Barrow Gambia be nyin tinya men bebe la tenteng inin dala sotita ambonondala Dawda Jallo ko yela krakita tinya ni tamu londi tiati la londo tinyata dunia be Gambia be bentay ko ye CRC na constitution review ya dada ya samanan ilote ko monni be jebe Adama fe fo Adama la tamu Gambia tibang Adama killing atoli mo jawolu atoli banku din jawolu atoli Gambia tinyalalu atoli me Gambia ko jumala fo ngayata tombo ko Adama Barrow etamu londi tienti
wonyanda nyen kala
Gambia imela londo jube imela quality jube you disqualify yourself
disquality
billahi wallahi tallahi nallahi Gambia dingol mellota ko ya tombong constitution o ya Adama Barrow memma febo abe Gambia din jaw abe Gambia din kurum ndareka mendi be dabuleta kon alim fele Brikama iko Dawda Jallo you are a minister of justice dunia bebe ndana na manke iko Gambia dingolu Adama Barrow memma febo Gambia mo million fula anim feng Adama Barrow killing memma febo Dawda Jallo yewle garante inila ministolu inin ya Adama Barrow la ministolu anala député jawol banku din jawol wala anante ya yem takasinka bala fa Gambia yako moli lotale ko ni aje tada MPP yalong Adama man felso fellong ibe balula because ni me balu wala tolte balu la sabla ni Adama Barrow molle kalo fa bagal to mo njaata ñol ko Adama man fellong sidi njaa ñol ka man fellong bar ni ma muraka yete balu to be bono lale la songole ka fon fele birka because lo dale ye bane ko man fellong i nyaala mata i sonno mo le kuranta ngam fo Gambia be le bala moy ito fa baga sidi njay ma Adama Barrow na do ko teke iko sidi njay fa baga tombo njata wala ko ni ila ka fo mo le tala ya lo tama ye men fo wala mto nyati i ma long italon i man fen kalam ta je ta kalam ta fa baga tombo njata nyele wala fo iko bar ni aje na te kan because ko do men be Gambia i ba tinya kan janni to be bonola yene kam bari man alamta i man la alala ndigra Dawda Jallo nangate justice minister wala jawyata jahannama to wala jawata Adama famuti Lang Sonko le kaf bari mbenyim folali ko Gambia be kanala le barato kilinte kanala
killing
Sadawda kayra jaba jawra ay independent o chele aninta fama mama tata cheloto ye Gambia kanandi bar Sadawda kayra ba jawra ay independent o chele ya jambe nata ko Sadawda mam kukata bar ya jambe le sangi say ita Adama Barrow yenda banen yem fanen ita le man sofante bar Dawda Jallo ñol men ko te kala fendi fa ba gan to mo jaata ñol sidi njañol mama tangara ñol Ousmane Soñol alaji si ñol o mo jawlo o banku di njawol men ko Gambia tita ñaato ye sabga ye samane fele samane be ne be banen yenda banen sa ikete fangon ne momo en so som fele Brikama jang ala fa Adama Barrow na singa nyatiri nyola bang
la wata ben
teleman sofa but Dawda Jallo tella dunia man dia dunia bet because itele mu country justice minister me ngo mera nim biringa passa don itele ya tombo iko nyima Adama febo fo anganyi je Adama le kama fo ngati Gambia ko net fele birka wala na kunu ntada parliament ka itandi Adama la ko inila banku di jawolu inila enemielu inin Gambia din jawlu menni ko ta kala fenti ye bane ye fanen bar mbe kuma kilim fole Adama Barrow Lang Sonko Nkey ko iga Gambia la family men be wafi mo la lani me kedi lunda wala ikedi business la ikedi badi wala bebe safarin billahi wallahi tallahi nallahi Adama Barrow ba na Gambia dingol ba me danka
fere
ikani Gambia la lani men molla lani be ke beta ikadi foreign business lali ikadi ibadi molla kanda family be sunyang ke samba kata ke la hajo to barin kalita alalan kata kilala mfele Brikama jang ibalo na Gambian ko ba me danga Gambian ol ma adol men fanan ko alika adal ma ko alika Gambia tinya albe ko ngoka mbele ba de la nyim banko le kanjang atoli mo kasarali atoli banku din jawdu atoli banku din sumodu atoli banku din konnalu atoli banku konna dingolu ndela kako.
Thank you. I salute you la.
Atoli yelo aliko Gambia constitution o memma Adama Barrow fego nga million tanadi woro nga wala dunga kundo aliya Adama Barrow aliya ko Adama Barrow ma fego Allah o jawyadum atoli mo jawdu atoli banku din hasidolu momo daba ko non ba belela
Ciao.
bire wuluta dunia sanji talul sanji kilimbe tamola nana mamoy banko sanji jel constitution takam Adam Barrow ta ko alaftara ala ninga Canada ala lexi bari tala lexi tinyata ta jati e fonso na Africa
Nyomen ko legacy
wallahi billahi tallahi
legacy
ibitale nde ko nali ano annan ko ma nan jali am fa bari mba fala len to fa barakata de mba barakata de wulud la barakata kulud la barakata tangulari nyomi la men Gambia bari mbabula Adama ko menni kenene ka wuliya Faye Lang Sonko Nkey tan wala liye ba nin ta banen juma jallo nin ken ni sadio nin ja idokolu ibari musolu ibadi ngolu
la sabari
yemen talantale te ma Gambia la kodo Gambia la lantani la kodo abina lungo te bayila
fere
kulija ali hakum jaa kalibati wa inal bad kana jawu to nyabe lola fani yabe boyla nyimbanko hanna man tara dunia
kakulola fo
mbakelo kala atoli wulolu atoli nafikolu atoli hasidol ndema fo morning Adama Barrow te do ko kala ndema fo faba ka to mo njata ni Adama Barrow te do ko kala ma fo Sidu Njani Adama Barrow te do ko kala ma fo manka wonte toñati ni ngawfo bari faba ka to mo njata melota ay Adama Barrow banin te banin Sidu Njani melota ay Adama Barrow banin te banin mamma tangala melota Adama Barrow nin te banin lamini koyni jambe njokuba Alagi Cissé ibe palaso dile because Gambia dingol but the play position there is not their position wala le Gambia be bane Gambia be bay but Adama le hakilo doyata ahamo fata amam fello mbari ya fole ko wala ina naktara Gambia fela tinyata this better nation haina tinyata wala na kunun findita ntata birum futata parliament quarter past 11 lot of parliament dato police all member jali nyininka police all member parliament kunu quarter past 11 mfutata je kendi ngoy nyininka police all nyininka ko nyena to munan ko demonstration akonye ta ko man kay fo dunia la kirta wan itulobe nakumo ngonte ngabo ja ko ngata ko mako fale time jumale dinna fale time jumale din tolla we are a citizen like you
Koringo.
We are a citizen like you. Isn't that intimidating? Because I don't want to go to this parliament. This corruption parliament. This corruption parliament. Corrupt. Minister is corrupt. Bank secretary direct. All are corrupt. Lang Sonko say. Atole mu banku din corrupt remolti.
Ndafa nyawonta jelala. Je nyawonta bak sa.
Momoko opposition tetara patito ngoja Adama Barrow da mala. Bari APRC ye right soto kado ko ke mansakunda. GDC ye right soto kado ko ke mansakunda. UDP ye right soto kado ko je patio. Bari menni ko te kala man sati man sati te chimaka to bayno banko kan ite so banko mo li kanandino a hakilo tela a sondo mo tela mbere Brikama jam
kalu
ntenga famen kete ntenga bata fawa ka to bonjata ngel enta bani yana iko speaker deputy speaker iko ka kambian ko le nyawal bari be borla itada Macky Sall me ambela moyla kunu tada Macky kunu ko bay tada Macky Sall ntol be Gambia jam fombe fa Lang Sonko Nkey Gambia nolu no that time for Adama Barrow no tata alkay men fodante mo nafikolu mo wulolu men yalo be Gambia tinyala ibuke dimira ibuke badimira ibuke femira ibuke Gambia mira iko Adama Barrow nga constitution o tinyawe 100 ekonadire million chame million tawo million tang ani woro 116 million Adama Barrow nga alikonka otinya Adama le dunia be Gambia be jelere all over the world Gambia Adama Barrow ita kala leader ti dunia dulato ita leader so na manje ñu OIC aliya ko do be sunyang aliya be tabaleya aliya be nakara aliya be ta barin kalita alaw mari al be kasara momo akodo do malama be kasara ka bola minister la fo Lang Sonko men ninda buleta ji
Korean
nada ka faali mbal tentula baake musmeta mane mbali kontonna be Jenaba Jallo mbali tentula Moro Balde mbali kontonna Lang Sonko mbali kontonna Gambia dingol me yenyi organize pour kata fe parliament ka fe ko wo sidi njaajol men ko Gambia te kala fendi e kata na kaydo sike kadi o sidi njaale hey Gambia te kala fendi ñu me di fañol man fen so konte fa man fen so ñaabe bili naate ko ada
yalong lambe kamfare ne baraka to nya drona bam Gambia ni Gambia amira Gambia kata nyato with this ngam fale na karo te keno la foundation oti banko eta nyato yem bata mbek itala la demonstration kaydo kata ka di Sidi Njala is annoying Sidi Njai kum mesem ko nalibuo who cares who wants to see Sidi Njai in anything Gambian in anything Gambian who wants to see Sidi Njai
Adama Barrow hakiltala ni solen alinga nachala adu wala mutonyati Lang Sonko Nkey iko
la kumole dia
ngi faba ka to mo njaata ñol ko
kumole dia
baro alale mansote natale ka faali kunu birim bodo nan demonstrer nan sa satale man findino man ko ku keno
alama ñoko ko
siran bari alina wuliya men beta bo Gambia Adama Barrow ko itala ñu wuliya stona ndijam ibe ñabra musol kan marsawto ibe musol la family be ibe mo la family be tala ite ko mu banku dadalal i jawol yewol murumuru ni fana faba ka to mo nyaga ni Sidi Njai ita jawol enemy is enemy Lang Sonko Nkey même famu kanjura Sonko te famu Sadio ni Njai ni Nkey ni Cissé
wallahi
me wuluda cien tangula ra baluda ñomi dame
ndadi wala Allah la so dan dewal de birde na be da wala ba ja ko ñoko nzondi la fay ala wala so lamo kay ñoy ngo be mun diwol di bar la mun special dingol di because ko jarankul ya kata e bakala ko jarankul moy mo kende baldi he's one of those ñomi ngas mi yalla ngata sondel completely so ñomi ko wala na mbuga ma ba ga bari non da no ngiro a barala nak adula bu jan
ay sadam pañol ala baraka menitara demonstration wala mbali kontonna mbe media be kontonna Pamodu Bojam be kontonna mbe nila Sheikh Umar kontonna anin Adama Fadera anin Aliou Faali anin la Jaliba anin Alaji Seku Nyandu Pirang mbali kontonna ntelamu Lang Sonko Nkey mbe tientangular samo tewo be kontonna mbe ñomi lamen sate o be kontonna mbe ñom banko be kontonna mbe kambe din kendol kontonna men lafta Gambia la Asali Diallo Dawda Diallo Asali Diallo atole be Gambia tinyakan Asali Diallo Dawda Diallo atole magafe atole kilina man kaddo fa Adama Barrow bari wickedness be konti bola yawma tubula sarailum mfala Brikama jam bari wuloli belori ne menni ko Adama ta kala fendi benta bamene imaje wulolu inafiko do kada Adama noma ikaba Adama o ni mamute mam baraka dayena yemfa nte nyanta men kila ngawo kete ngamen fo nga ken nte te kala nafikoti wala nali mo fo place lankali mo fatala nte famu kanjurati al tambe nyini ka jumala mu Lang Sonko na fati al nyomi la men nyini ka jumala mu Lang Sonko na
la nga mo le no nyomi nga mo ko ila fandi nga waro ya enjoy baga udawo nyomi top kambaro ñomi kamano ñomi la 1977 kamano la ñollo
afat ntol man fen soto de wo mo alal lañ no barakanta ya mo fana soto
pare la bay kaka pare
ba mo barakanta
kake bital
ntol sobe atala fatilo boy bare mbali tentu la Gambia no la tolmenta do mo siro ñing jawyaɓe Dawda Diallo Adama Barrow
Assane
Diallo atoli mo jawolu ndele kan atolen Gambia tiñal kasi alka ko Adama Barrow constitution o ma febo tritan womu kuma furi walati ndele kam womu kuma jawati banko la ennemi le mal ito be sirin haru ka kena
ndafa la de len kuma
itana ma Adama Barrow ma koy mbe Gambia be kono na Gambia MPPO UDPO APRCO NRPO GMCO mbali betem la Gambia no la alwula yalla banko doku Adama Barrow kan nak lamil na kenolu abedi abadi won na tero la min bi Israel ndelan songole ka
thank you
mbal tendula
very true
na tala kafdal ma
hey look langa nalka lalla moya jelo ñomin ko lam of course a kumol fula be jella men but a lanka sense akawole fo complete sense you know, this guy is a patriot and he's very loyal. I've been on the phone of a palace, and I know he's telling the truth. Why is he going to lie against these people? You know, Molemadi, I Gambia Kanu, I UDP Kanu, I Dabo Kanu. I remember the day I met him in Finland. Akonyako, Fakafanyako, Wanifa Bimbe Dame, Hanim Fara Wasata. Be like, Contano coming, come just the mayor side of Dabo, and I Dabo, Contano member. Now, you know, Kachaa, you know, I can tell you the guy seriously loves the Gambia and he's concerned at this age, but ama besona baro bugata ko
Adama Barrow men ka fa lanno ba mbe Brikama jande mbe la Brikama da silame bi man ta han janinda nin siya nyimma wulida mbe findu ambitan na tamola sama somanda bari jande mbitan mbe la Brikama da silame bari mba fala Adama ko nde sofam fa nga sofam bay nga sofan dokole nga sofate because nga nebe kalaman sat na fiki sin dingolu na fiki kessa dingolu men da sungan dingolu ko wulubu men ko ta kala hane ibe dal yele be wuli afala ani mbara bake mo mara ni mbara bake
billahi wallahi
mbara bake no secteur poli ke ba sabal mbaya ci bob tour kiaman mbali kondo na nga sango men soto Helsinki mbali kondo na keba sawala sangola mbe Gambia be kondo na mbe dunia mol be kondo na dunia banko be Gambia la mu lasti wala ngama e ka fa nyoy ko banku tango men Gambia dunia la banku tango Gambia be banko nyim banku men tinyata mara la tala constitution o tala alika fo banko al kanal fanjele mbali kono fele Brikama mbella jam assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh gambianolu muslimolu anin kristanolu aliyanna marsa o betinga Adama Barrow bari mbe kuma kilna fole isi fata yankuba dabuma isi fata UDP koluma kunu fa ngamo e ba fala ko e ko menni dende dende buluren tielu wala le atol munafiko let ku kenda na to jam al safo UDP atol hasidol atol jahannama dingol atol ga dingol mi rabam
lan la jagare MPP la way
tina sila jam bari munana mina se mu fay wuluja nam baye wuluja mbe dunia dem to je diata bak
la jome folo e sabare lan NPP borot kale nyoka niji fo da dame
dunia moy dunia adjana jelen alni mbara bake ambale tentula be mo be tentula nata bi because mbalola fisata ma wala nan ko ngafindi bare Adama ka cenol men di la badi ngolla e kan na banko ceno men di business la atol me Adama Barrow la cenol be talibul
ya jala ganyen keno ko men foten ngamara sukuran ko fana la mina video la jana still na I just want to remind you video nyambala la at the end of this video, okay? Kuroge sukurango diamuta about ila Salagi forest onye me alonko encroachment of a kanje serious one for that matter, which is a potential environmental hazard. And then you can see Lang is clearly talking about things like that. So Lang ka fengo fen fa be mutonyal fengo fen comme information on ba ko na fa ka diamina wala ka sia wala no
ala not down ndara ka faale Lang Sonko Nkey assalamu alaykum rahmatullahi
assalamu alaykum fula nyaw nyafana nga wofana ta okay so mena men kala janro wala nyini ko nyin last few minutes on mentoje environmental ko ni lafta ka wala sama na mina kuto ke ni daba kundan ko ni na onkul ni bala video na danga ke jang at the end mengera wala ni ko comme nga fale nyame kibaro nyen kono ay mo ate moto fole obviously but I wish I speak to somebody may just senandi ma biba bari ntola nyen ko silang ntol nga fo len ko kibaro senara mo la tolan tulbe to folale adu mba fola la nyanta fola nyameng nale menno aliyake because munam problem do gambe mol batatale albe halakirol menna at the end of the day albe ka alkam alla nyi masi bo kala ban kamol lel fon la life destroy hada manu lo balu 15 wala aliye courant ye fa alla tinya nyin corruption on nyin tinya fon be kala banyina mole balu 15 wala o alla masi bo atina isio fon ye kundu ye fa this is the fact about corruption. So nali amira kuma molbe silala because at the end of the day atul mo falal ni mo malo bafala ni mo la dunia tinyala drong wala malti. So I wish I know the particular ngan to moje but I think it should be more clearer than that. But comme ngam fala don baro ya terol lel motamene yalon ko fente bulu fereng birim baro ka sin to ngela history lonne dolbi jitara hosulol African banku dolte feltanang I feltanang inata nan bire baro lay masakunda moy nata nan inata nyi masakunda kon hani koboro hani koparo a tebulu bi wol mo millionaire la woldi in dollars man dalasi defo in dollars baro mo la natural resources mutaka dila baro mo la malo ba fala nyane mo la import and export car Gambia o kay mom Gambia ka be sorry import Gambia ka mane export na manke na mineral resources ni o men ka export awumda dila terol bari Gambia fana import alumda ye Gambia ya jela wona na Gambia la currency fa be fakan because import and export balance there has to be some sort of balance. You need to be exporting your currency, ni la fry sembo soro simple economics 101 la nyinde ni ta boka feng export economic ka function nyame te ko kay mom ka bonni na banda ka sama nan doron ila currency ka fale ila ko do buka sembo soro bari de be fem ne ka sam mo lebulu wala currency moment ni ka da moment ba sa na wala because ita sula rata balu no law ko but it often alba na sula fenetable na man kan precious minerals many alon ko ya make sure ko up to this date Gambia fon wo ko fon mo jama fon ta fon no le Gambia mo ne ka fendi Gambia anu nya mana na mejem video fon na Samba Dabo ni manya na to moldi barangu nan ko lo bari ay kumol jama la ma jama ko very important the video is short but it's important fen jama la me alon ko ika common culture environment ko birana fisheries la forest la karola anin sand mining fo nyanda sila banga nyakasi Brenda Njai was like no of course na video dol jele nga kibaru dol jele somewhere and ngalo go there are people from Kombo mena right now wala activism on this internet and social media and media in general ya be dende mena wala nyindiko kaje ko ye nyin environmental activism. And Gambia, I want to say this, environment ko mol buka bambana bak balal nga nyoma koy alin kana sonyen ye Kombo jela Kombo is very important, not just the geography the forest, not just the environment but the people, because nemo la forest o teke la culture samanyo those forests wol imira don comme nite boda sando ali la forest ol soto ali la wulol soto le ali la kunkubulol soto le ali tolu la feol. So can you imagine kana mol mute ko sindal beto wo beto moto sinol be walankan everywhere moto be dunkan everywhere moto sisol be fengala yirite dulato dulanya be kala nyadil. That's common sense. I don't want to get into the issue of climate change. Common sense la nyindi hani primary school ngamre kan garandi wala we breathe in oxygen and carbon dioxide ka findi yirol kam the other way around again. So it's very very simple nde yirol men tanola ngebe kuntuna dandawala, and these people they have been a core part of the struggle for independence. These are the people who stood side by side along the people from the provinces ka Gambia ta ka bonde. So B nin kombolo sate bal imansia dandanam ngal ngato nya fanyo kombo warta bar sate balu sate kebal imansia ibela culture tal kai ba attack kan ibela heritage iba attack kan. This is everything hani ko la identity abebe nyina kono ila wulo. This is such an important thing. I don't even know how to articulate it, but it is such an important thing. Mola culture la nyinde, mola heritage la nyinde. Ite mola forest o mutano ya be table. Ngamo ka ba di kan abo fana di kan ter dol. this generation of Gambians, especially with a combo, they are not going to stand for this. Keno mutaka ronka wafi. In Kenya wafoka progress ke be sukuta nyol doldo, and sukuta is the one is the case in point here actually. Gunjur nyolto, Burfoot nyolto, ya understand. Billionaire and millionaire level bolaje. But they realize this is not the way to go about it. They want to preserve their lands. They are precious lands, especially forest over Adama Barrow for private use. Some of these things, I wish we can reverse them. And I hope, because I don't care any real estate agents. I'm sorry for my language. Ita kota mo Muslim multi ka keno sam mobulu ika keno sam mola meter square back to yamut isamata ya sam 500,000 ye badu sanyi danta ina o kene killing muda ya killing maybe 16 by malon 19 by 20 wala 19 by 17 ya onasane wala 20 by 20 ya wa fe mo kilima 500,000 ite nyon jahannaba dingola be keren dunia kono ni ano ya fo business olde ila profit of Islam baranda profit ola bari te keno mumo ta isa keno muda ya mumo be sam 500,000 ina o kundu si nya talluldi ye kilimo de ka wa 500,000 wala kilimo de ka wa 200 depending on the geographical location hadumo ne keno sam fay ko kata ke senerangol tifang one can understand but abeta dana you are doing it for your investment. Please, for God and heaven's sake, there is enough reserve land outside, not left for this development of decentralized. You should do away from this bloody idea of everything. Albe common kola no beta lebulu. Ngamira banyi ngalman kuno odam malema. Alafaka bele busi la chow everything. Can you imagine if I go to my native village? There are several wulol bi jemini alongo. If they tell me ko wol masakundaya will tell they are absent, I don't want to go to my native village because it means nothing. It means nothing to me anymore. More than I can just visit them anytime. But the ones many along better every day, every time, anytime, generations after generations. You will be a wife. This is very important, and Gambian, unfortunately, we don't seem to understand the importance of our forest. Niaje Kia West Law National West Park back National West Kia West National Park back on Belari Jani Mama. Development of Babe Crossly Bully Water. Because these are greedy people. Ntolmumo Hadumen Jahanaba Dingol, Jahanaba Bunjan Tiol, New Level Bongo killing. How can you be that selfless? Kamola Fengol Muda Bimola Wulul Talebe, Taletama Malualafang. Abena Falamuna, Inatita Kaburkonatela, Arjana Dalatila Kabur Dadala. Dunia dama be wala malam. At the end of the day, alama akodo fon danko men bere alama akodo fon kanena fa. Alfata mulla fore solma. Al fore sol bula alkana ta alka mulla fore sol muda. Alka utalka be sang in advance. Wala alka fon kata bere mala fika kuma do fuja. Ibe mem bere la bondi la je mem mol man sulamen. Mol to so no la dula do damen. Forest, so you cannot just clear the forest entirely. Mulla community forest, so you cannot just go after them just because you marry in the urban area. Alta sando ale nyum batara try sati dold. Ale ajibe mena bekiral. Albesada wala identity lel taka. So these places, many alonko, especially when you say Gunjur, when you say Jambur, Bakau, ya understand, Busumbala, Brikama, for memang kombolo, they will tell you ko nyulmu sade kebal, fundamental sada wala nyuldi. You cannot just go and attack. Don't let Gambian history level like barbarian. What the hell is wrong with you, knuckleheads? What is wrong with you? Kabirin Kabu Empire for B. Mola history be damen mutalka be tinya. What is wrong with you guys? How do make sense? Just because of Nafulo. Alama kanal nafa. Alama ikal bul kasara nafuldi. Ha adu nal jutuda toñandire mo la dankola billahi wala jutuda fenela atol anu alatal al killing ala bal be halakile al fata mo la wulol ma al kana ala nafulo dunia nafulo da ma jibe kanyabi mo la foresol kan kanyabi mo la dulal kan keta because al nim man salba kukilling adu momo ba ko nete excuse keno la nyindi janka fon karandal jang hanar no sanji tanyatu le tel koto de koboron be sindi la commission do adu next commission billahi wala nyata gambe dilanal for few days. Ha commission yes je fani ado fani abe fani to yafo ke samba ke kano lete ju fara karala mona be kering ñing ke mo sifa le be sila in future mina ko be mbata real ke kan mina sile ya fo ko ha yalla ndamo lonje man fengede. What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you? Ibe mo le kenota le tada man interest a whole forest. We are talking about a whole forest here. Whatever balaje, they don't want it. Hana runko diamond be sin ninje duma na be diamlo wo mo la consent nyanda nyinin kalale. Wo mo de should be a part and parcel of it. Alka mo la forest mo dalke attack because alnim mansala dabe fule killing. Tapale amen kera Gambia atol yola natul so batare atol so repeat no alba ale koku ke mene mole men kanum follodo alba murka wolega nsaw fale momo la mobe takirim barola abe muna fanka ni man Diomaye amari la downfall i business man o dol bi jere halakita say la ko beti ngata Gambia biji fatul malon ko ndo mol sota menen ko de go to banks e ka lonta e ka millionol dila tens of millions of dollars e ka mudi ka chike ka dila e ka kaytol mudi ke be faram o julol buga jo fo illa yomedin baraye na famulela e mari ñol jamabi je bila hajol tinatal wol gara ko di bomburu chika e ka julo muta e ka julo ta banksol bulu e ka mudi ka be kasara e ka kaytol jane no trail inim bank tiole ko na mega bank one of the kusi wal sobira wala kaga I can give you that hint kajulo di mo la mena ko defal ko wandi fate 30 million jono la yaddi la bara di agreement is wandi fa okay be teno dila na ko okay bare ndol to be kay robala nga 20 da nga teno dila 30 million na 20 da nga 30 dila ite bank tiyo ini modo e duwo ini modo e duwo wandi fa ya fang ya da ko ni invest start ka do man ndo man njo 10,000 every month na meta kardo la ko maso wala kaydo in some instances one e ka trail nyim bele jani e ka kayto fo mo de ke fara they make them disappear. So I told you nakar keno la Gambia batare ya kono mela ka sifa ne man keno ya jamal jamano ko sifa bele ko scam up sifa bele du ndo Gambia bango ni mo la morning Adama Barrow be tafawrin sande ko e kam mo la environment o for especially with regards to keno it's very well documented. You are leaving behind a pile of evidence me yalan sama abe jatankila be kadala nga karfe bule dala nga tesini mile tu kamo la environmental tiya kensen because ita man salaba kukiri man salaba diaring al nyanta stop la Gambia de barimbe programme nyi mbada na jene programme la last 6 minutes onyi menyana video nyi mbole kre ala baraka bake ala nga nyi video jibe den se programme dawdo
A very good morning to you all. Assalamu alaikum. Dalam samadabo. Sukuta dingolom di sukuta lansaro lom di fanang. Lafta diam lambadi sukuta kole. Surutu sukuta diaspora mimbe UK. Lafta diam la isu min olom ying forest Salagi Forest Park la. Salagi Forest Park. We are the custodians, area karfantollela. Mimbe kerin jebi amanyiya kodo ibutara jele busere kunda video bondele pa modio programo kala kunu suto ngayo kunu ularo ngamira almo jamaa jele nimin kam mimbe kerin follow aning abdu kecham na local council ya fana interview kende keje ay kuma kendel fuje ay tandiroke ko sate alfal mingeda sefu bati on kuluma wan bojang ama kalamta amam fellonje aning dade onkul kawsu cham mingeda sefu alkal bati o fana manko kalamta je. This is a forest reserve mi alonko it came through an act of parliament. Ya reserve le, ya it was gazetted. Jawra la government inata ya reserve through House of through Parliamentary Act or National Assembly. And I stand to be corrected. Ma kalamta dulato where ya tandiko ye blanyin di reserve le. But the problem we are facing as a community, now I believe we have to come together. Nanyin noma yenyin kulal male num wulta kuola ako data ale mol kanin jan hanin las fenko nyin la sama min tambita tree planting mole tree mole sponsorship ol kele ka trisol plan ke keje saya mbe trisol kala da minto ka trisol plan for the past couple of years mbaka ka so saya mune falinta moe boni from somewhere nowhere me along ko amanke su hani from Gambia no fine is an individual with a business interest. This guy ala track record in the environment. Min kata sanya mbenya ajale. The man is not upright. I don't have anything to do with how he acquire his wealth. Wonten delahajit. Delahajo minti. Aye silo minyini man sakunda bulu puru kantol ladula soto. Min kata sukta Salagi Forest Party. Manya na sila ngambultan nimfulola nyawkang. We have to put our money where our mouth is. Where our mouth is, we should put our money there. Delajero. So, molia topical na fena ni, a video na fena nga pajaju, anata fena. Forum molto, ngabdol je sukta eco political forum of anon, to aning order sectarian forum. Anungalon niko there are plans on the hand min bitaka. Molman starasiring, but we the diaspora, and particularly here, Ndengamera, we had a role to play here. Ali mol kaning kodola jande purunga tree planting support. We did it. Guy what tree planting atata yung black kilomol. Guy so nal kol kanata in the west. Alenga government alenga willing government challenge. Mafongata with physical fight, no. But there are ways and means to go and challenge them. Because ni mo okay. We are failing our posterity. Mini jina nang. Doldingol min jina ngole fail. For eso, Wakar jawara jita business o ming na fe na nyin lando. Akaita beta on keje. Ka beta on keje pruka waf molia. Nka ne forest o jube, that's forest park anafa ala benefit. Akamim provide for Gambia as a whole, for humanity as a whole. Moto equate nola into monetarily term. It's going to be very difficult. Because this forest park, 4 functions are kawalik. Aka provisional services ke, aka regulatory services ke, aka cultural services ke, and in support services. Nyun being key fundamentals, well, they are very, very important in human life because new world today, there will be no human life. Abe difficult la purunga balu. Abe difficult la janin tol kabalu, purunga balu. In fact, will be non-existent. Every now and then, mimbeta da Gambia sign kamune kumbo. Nkata watu minangafo banja watu la kasumia. Ita ji sign. Tilo na be ula nin kando ka ul. Han tilo na be jila sutu. Ula be katara kandiring. Because the regulatory part of the ecosystem services, forest will communicate. The trees communicate. Wole tata is being altered because of our cultural practices. Ntola balu nyani. Kabiring. Kakunka air membrane ka pon the carbon dioxide. Fine. But kombo ali Gambia la moto be jube ali la nyoka. Nali ta ali be equate. Ali ake 100%. Ni mantara fania foka. I stand to be corrected. 60 to 65% of that motor mini kabori. Ibe kaboro within the confines of Kombo. Kabondi bambunyo Kombo St. Mary kanana. Kabirim banjun Kombo St. Mary kanana for Kombo. Niru motor be kaboro. Some of the vehicles me baborikan covering 80s they were manufactured, even in 70s.